Hello, welcome to Celestial Plans. My name is Crystal Cedar, and today I'm going to be doing my first spiritual elemental energy plan with me in my spiritual ascension journal / planner. Now, this is an A5 8-disc system using Happy Planner, mostly Happy Planner products, and the Wee Moon Datebook for 2022. It didn't start yet. It's the 1st of December today as I'm filming this, and this doesn't start until the 20th, which is Imbolc. So it won't start until the equinox or till the solstice. So there's a lot going on in December, and I needed a plan. I needed somewhere where I could write down my observances and do my planning and everything. So what I ended up doing was I customized. I used a bunch of stuff that I already had and then kind of developed a way that I could DIY it. So first thing I did was I had to make a divider because I had soft sheets, like these glossy pages right here in the front, and it was getting caught as I was closing the cover. It was not cute. So I just took one of my sticker guides. Everybody has these, don't even lie. These were the sticker guided sheets that Happy Planner came out with, I want to say like 2 years ago, to help us pre-plan instead of using wax paper. It didn't work out. So it's a good strong plastic. It's clear for the most part. I want to say this is kind of like really similar to what the Dollar Tree cutting boards are like as well. Maybe the Dollar Tree cutting boards are a little thicker. I haven't gone to Dollar Tree and got them yet because I already have these. So I just trimmed it to fit the dividers size that I have here. I don't mind the lines. This was actually the guide page for the monthly. And then, I don't know, kind of adds like a little bit of graphic detail. And then I did cut out of scrapbook paper some pages. I already have kind of like a cover figured out. For whatever reason, I'm really drawn to lemons right now. It's still fall, y'all. Like, it's not winter yet, even though everybody's into their winter vibes already with like their decorating and their planning, which is cool. But for me, like in our yard, like we're still harvesting lemons. So I was like, well, it's still harvest. So I got this out of the Michael's Recollections When Life Gives You Lemons paper pad. And so it was like really cute. It's single-sided, unfortunately, but the graphics are really cute. So I made lemons. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I had originally planned on kind of bujoing panels on this, but they're so cute. I'd rather use them as covers. So, and then what I'm going to do is I will insert it later into the Spiritual Ascension Journal so that it all makes sense. But in the meantime, I've taken them off the rings because we're about to do some planning. So supplies I'll be using today, I have some washi tape. I believe I got this at Michael's. I think everybody has this one. It was like a 2 for, it's so cute. It's one of my favorite ones. And then thanks to Dina Bopper. Thanks, girl. She got me into Simply Gilded washi tape. And so this was from Irene's Harvest / Fall collection. So this was part of a 4-pack of Stardust, Autumn Stardust. So pretty. And then this was kind of like a part of, you could buy them individually or you could buy them in a stack. And then I just got this one and then the burgundy wine one, because I thought it would all kind of go with this. And then what I have already pre-made is I took that orange, it's 12 by 12, and so you can't really get 2 covers out of one. If you had a mini, you probably could, but this is somewhere in the middle. So it took a little finagling. I did have to add like some trim there to kind of compensate for like the difference, but it's fine. And then what I did was I hand wrote all of the ephemeris for the week here, kind of like I DIY'd it. And what I used was my mini dashboard Happy Planner sheets. So I have a mini planner catch-all, but I wasn't really using it because I have been using my classic a little bit more. And so this was the December dashboard lineup, I think line art or line flowers or something like that from 2020 and 2021. I think it was a 12-month planner. And it has the dashboard of the weekly here, and then it's got like a to-do list and to buy. I will be getting another mini dashboard planner for 2022 for this purpose, because I think it works really well, even though, yeah, there's a lot of space and everything. It's fine. I ain't tripping. I'm trying to use what I got. So even though this goes into the whole month of December, when this wee moon will already start, I think it'll be a nice place to kind of journal, jot down notes, ceremony stuff, ritual stuff on this side. If I need to, I'll just change the headers. So I thought that was really cool. And then what I also did was I added trimmed down pages from a classic Happy Planner notebook. This was from the Wrong notebook. I'm not using it, so I might as well use the paper. And I figure I could kind of get away with this mint leopard for the holidays. It'll make sense later. Let's get to planning this weekly. So here is the ephemeris. I just went online and I got the information from actually subscribing from the Wee Moon newsletter. Oh man, here's my cat. Girl. Hi. Because you know we're going to be talking about crystals, huh? No! Okay. Please enjoy this small pause as we take a cat break. Okay, cat break over. Took a minute. So, as I was saying, I got all of this ephemeris and planetary transits and things like that from my Wee Moon email. I subscribe to the Wee Moon newsletter. I highly recommend that you do as well, because it gives you a really good breakdown of kind of like what's going on with the planets and with the moon transits. She'd be an extra needy right now. But I wrote down kind of like the pertinent movements. I didn't see any information for Saturday and Sunday, but I figured we're probably still going to be feeling this total solar eclipse. Also, the moon will be in Sagittarius on Saturday again, and then it moves into Aries? I forget. But yeah, so I figured that's why like there's not too many movements for those 2 days. So this is the cover that I made, and then I glued it to this page here, which is covered the back. I just put another classic sized Happy Planner sheet because I originally thought I was going to write on it, and then I was like, dude, why am I going to make that extra work? I just put my dashboard on there, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Then to kind of be the mate for this, so where I can write, I cut the pages from a daily sheet from the mini Happy Planner. I have a ton of pages, and I'm not really using the dailies in a mini size. I'm using the dailies for my classic size though. And so I figured I can kind of glue this down, and then any notes that I want to write down, which I will with you all today, put it here. But I wanted to kind of like jazz it up a little bit, and then I left it blank on the other side to either write notes or put next week's this dashboard with the ephemeris. So let's start with that first. Some of these, and then these 3 boxes here, I'm going to be putting the top 3 kind of like major cosmic weather events that are pertinent, that are important to me, that I need to watch out for myself. And it's pretty much going to be like Neptune turning direct, actually Moon in Libra, Neptune direct, and then the new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Those will be my top 3. I have room to write down any like thoughts or major highlighted things, and then I've got these 2 column boxes. They're also blank on the back, because on the back of the mini daily sheet size, it's just a blank paper lined, which is great. I wish the classic size was, but it's not. But I thought that was kind of convenient too, just in case I run out of ideas, which I doubt. So I don't use the tape anymore. I was really upset with myself how quickly I was going through all of them. And this is just a piece of scratch paper so that I don't glue up my desk. And I was going through those so much, and it was like so much waste with the plastic things. Even the refills were in their own case already, and I was like, I thought this was just a refill, and it was just too much plastic. And so I don't mind. I really like the purple color of the glue stick, and it's kind of more craftsy for me. Actually, I should have laid down my washi first, but let's just kind of budget it out. So it'll be about right to there. What's kind of cool is that this is dotted line grid, so I can kind of pre-measure. That looks good. And I don't plan on putting like stickers in this one, but with this kind of bujo-y situation, I might have room to, maybe. Definitely going to use washi. So this is the Stardust Autumn Harvest. It's got like a really cool greenish gold hollow foil effect on it. And then I use the wider version of it here, but upside down. And just to make it kind of fun, because these are seriously some heavy energies, y'all. Like, I may not be showing it, but they're pretty dense, pretty heavy energies, very emotional energies. A lot of, like, I don't know, unspoken stuff coming up to the surface. It's just a lot. Collectively, that's like the weather, the cosmic weather. Then I'm gonna lay down this for some cuteness. And it's really funny because one time another energy worker was like really getting on me for like being a planner girl, and it's like, it creates such waste, and it's like no one else is doing it. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I love stationery. I love planning. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna be able to tell you all kinds of cosmic weather things. So, okay, so I've got that. I might dash it out a little bit with some more washi tape. I was thinking about putting this in the middle because, again, it's still fall, it's still autumn, still harvest, so might as well use it. Kind of ashamed to stop using it like right after Samhain or Halloween when it's so cute and it's not winter yet, so I think that'll look cute. It's a great way to keep your spreads functional and still be able to have it be cute. I'm gonna leave that. I know it's not even here, but it's all right. And then I think I like the little diddy dots here, and then I'll just probably clear that out and write. Maybe I'll use some stickers. Ooh, okay. All right. I'll wait on gluing that first. So let's do the top three first. Top three as it applies to what I think is important. I'm using a gel Pilot G2 in 707, and then Papermate, my bad. Papermate Flares in medium. Yes, I write the colors of the ink there because I have OCD. And let's see, so Neptune Direct. Actually, I'm going to use this color, the same one there. And you know what? Kind of like what I did there. That's cute. And I carry it over Crayola. Today overall for me on this Neptune Direct day, it was actually pretty chill. Kind of on the creative side, brainstorming side. So I was actually going to write the first one being the moon in Libra because my moon is in Libra, but it's not really that relevant. And it was on the 29th, so I'm kind of over it. So that'll be the first one, and I'll put down here it was on 12/1, and then let's see. Oh yeah, moon moving in a Scorpio. That might do. Oh, this one here, Moon conjunct Mars. That's pretty important. Moon is water energy, Mars is fire energy. I think energetically I'll have to know that, so I'll actually put that down. And then this last one will be for the eclipse. So let's use... because it's going to be a lighter pink. It's not going to show up as much. So I'll use the slightly darker one. So I practice, again, elemental astrology, where I take planetary information and then I apply it to the 4 Western elements: fire, earth, air, and water. I know there's a lot of other indigenous cultures that observe more elements like metal, wood, wind. For me, I just keep it simple because most of the people that I work with just like 4 elements. They're from the West, so that's why I use that. If I was doing feng shui, then for sure I would definitely honor the other elements. So Moon conjunct Mars, and then thoughts, and then total solar eclipse. And then I kind of want to use red because it's Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is fire and earth together, hard earth and fire. So decisions. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one, and then I'll outline it. New moon. Oops. Fixed it, and then canceled. Use that later. And then the total solar eclipse. And then any thoughts? All right. So for the boxes, do I want to run another washi down the middle? I think I'm good, because then I could do some stickers or something. Maybe, possibly down the middle. Maybe washi. I want to use washi. I have it. I might as well use it, right? I'll try to hoard it. Okay. And I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with one of these boxes. Actually, I'll push this all the way here to leave room for writing. I may just write it directly on the paper. I do this with my catch-all layout too. I use a teacher's layout that just has all the lines and then the days on the far left side. I cover that up with scrapbook paper, and then I add the date and the days across the top, and then sometimes I dash it out because it's just all boxes, so it's pretty handy. And then I might just dash this out and then write on it, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let me go this first. I'm going to be writing down my crystals of the week in this box. It's going to be exciting. I've never seen a happy planner do it before. Happy planner, babe. All right. And it dries clear, so it's all good. And if I mess up, I can easily lift this up and then reposition it, which is kind of what I like as well. I would, even with the non-permanent removable adhesive tape, I would always mess up my paper. So this is perfect. And it dries super clear. All right, so I'll cover this with, I'm gonna use whiteout. I don't want to use whiteout. I might use a sticker. I'll get to that later. Oh, here. This is scrap paper. What I do too is I keep, when I cut stickers, I have a silhouette to make some stickers sometimes. I like to save the margins after I peel up the stickers so that I can do quick cover up stuff like this without using whiteout, because sometimes you can't write with the felt tips over the whiteout and it looks really gross and really sloppy. So boom. And then I'm going to write down here crystals. Every crystal has an elemental energy: fire, earth, air, and water, and sometimes combinations. And for me, especially with my ascension journey that I started 12 years ago, crystals were a big part of that. And I wouldn't even know how to do self-care or self-love or any of those things without learning about the crystals. And at that time, it was really hard to resource them. Not a lot of people were talking about it. I mean, Happy Planner wasn't even invented yet when I started my ascension journey. So I'm really happy that I can kind of combine them both today. All right, so I picked my crystal. So I pick out a small working desk altar of crystals every single week. And let me see where my crystals are. If you'd like to see a breakdown of how I have these crystals and what they mean and how they apply, it's basically on my Instagram at crystal_cedar, and I go over the my recommendations of stones for the first half of December 2021, because again, this cosmic weather is going to be pretty intense. Oh, look, here's my cat because she loves crystals. She loves crystals. Okay, I might be able to do it at the same time, possibly, if she can reposition her tail. Yay. There you go. Sweet. Okay, so, and then what I'm going to write down is the crystal and then the element that it is. I do remember the first crystals that I went over in my recommendations were raw amethyst with matrix. Let's use purple. And then I can use these little circles here to kind of, I don't know, cross them off or rank them from week to week. I'm kind of guessing maybe possibly I could do. It's the first time I'm doing this, so we'll figure it out. So raw amethyst with matrix. Oh, great. I ran out of room. It's all good. Oh, okay. So I'll fill in the dots to the element. So fire will be pink. Air will be yellow. Green will be earth. And water will be blue. Perfect. That's what I'll color in the dots for the element that it will be. I mean, I already know them, but it's kind of cute to have it out. And then also, if you're learning about crystals, like, follow along with me. This is for crown chakra support, because it's going to be very emotional this week with the with Neptune turning direct. Oh, Neptune turning direct right here. And then let's see what else I had. This won't be in order as in my Instagram video, but I already know them by heart, so I'm just going to go over them. So pink stones, it was pink calcite, and slash rose. That's these two guys here. These are pink calcite, and then this is rose calcite. It's darker. Pink calcite looks really closely to rose quartz, which probably everybody knows. Most people will get an amethyst and a rose quartz first. And it was rose quartz. So far, these are all earth elements. And then I had, pyrite. It's golden pyrite. That's going to be this color. These are for deflection of lower frequency, lower vibration, negative energies, especially this week from like coworkers, especially. They may be projecting a lot of like angers and frustrations with their work, or maybe like emotional home life stuff. You don't need to be getting all that. You're there to work. So this is handy to have in your pocket. It doesn't matter the size. And then I also have, to recharge, golden honey calcite, because I'm going through a calcite phase, in case you guys couldn't tell. This is the same as this, but a different color. Natural though. This is called citrine honey calcite. It's not citrine, it just is the same exact color of it. So they call it citrine or honey calcite. It's my favorite calcite, I think, next to the rose calcite. Then I had green stones for the heart chakra and the throat. This one is throat and heart, and this one is heart. Again, these are all, I go over all of these on my Instagram video for my crystal recommendations of the first half of December 2021. So this is Aqua Calcite. So this, there's actually basically a color for all the 7 chakras in calcite except for indigo and purple, or that they have found yet. This one is a combo. This one is air and earth. So maybe I'll come back to that later to do that. And then this was pre-night. This is a pre-night with epidote. It's the healer's healer. So moms out there, parents in general, parents, y'all need to get this stone. This is the healer's healer. This is to remind you self-care, self-love, and take time out for yourself. It's not noble to be a martyr anymore. Okay, so that is pre-night. In my previous grimoire, I did this layout, but I was still learning crystals, and so I had to like do really big definitions, how I was feeling next to it. And I know them all already, and so I don't want to necessarily journal with these stones. I just want to know what I chose so that I can refer to them later. But if you are beginning, or if you are the kind that likes to write out what they mean, you could easily do that here next to it. Like you can put another piece of paper here, kind of draw a line across, or where you're feeling it, like maybe in whatever chakra you're feeling it. Even though this applies to my throat and heart chakra, in general, you may feel it in another chakra. Like maybe this hits you in your crown chakra, like in your forehead, or like, or on your head, or maybe this opens up third eye stuff for you. So it'd be nice to keep track of that, you know? And then for, I think these were for practitioners and Ascension people, like people already going through crystal ascension. Like they already have crystals for a while. So I've got blue kyanite, which is air. This is really great for third eye opening. I'm using it as a wand on my third eye before I go to bed. I pretty much wave it all over my whole head just to clear any residual energies during the day. Lots of social media weirdness right now, so this helps to clear that out. This is lithium quartz, or inclusion quartz. It's a clear quartz with a bunch of mineral inclusions on the inside. This is to help process all the downloads that I'm receiving right now, as I'm sure some of you that are watching probably are right now on December 1st. It's like inclusion clear quartz, but I mean, we get it. It's like a quartz. This is purple fluorite to help transmute negative energies into productivity. It's really hard to turn negative energy into positive energy. So let's just be real about it. Turn it into productivity. If, let's say, for example, a toxic friend is really starting to like wear your last nerve on social media, transmute that energy into productivity. Maybe you put it into crafts that you later blast on your Instagram that everybody likes instead of her posts. So just transmute that energy. Transmute it into something productive. Don't hold it in, you know, like don't take it. First of all, don't receive that funky toxic energy. And if you are, transmute it right away. You work it in your favor. That's purple fluorite. And that's Fluorite. It is not what is in our toothpaste. Fluorite. And then this last one here is clear apophyllite. And I use that as a heart chakra blaster, because it works really fast to remove residual energies. If you work with a lot of different people or high volume, high foot traffic work environment, in a high traffic, high volume foot traffic environment, this helps to remove all those other people's energies from your energy field. With one meditation, like 15 minutes meditation, I meditate with this, and then whatever other stones. 15 minutes, I listen to a sound meditation on YouTube of your choice. My favorite channel is Zen Life Relax. They have some really great ones. And like, dude, you can just listen to it for 10 minutes, hold your stones, clear your energy field, build an awareness of your energy field for the week. Like, if you go prepared, you're writing down your things, you're tracking all of the possible aspects that could trigger you or bother you or irritate you or whatevs, like, you're going to be that much more ahead of everyone else, you know? Light. All right, cool. That's not that many. I was afraid I was going to run out of room. Okay, cool. So I've got my crystals here of the week. I can write down my thoughts. I don't really have any thoughts. It was just really creative for me right here. Moon conjunct Mars. Oh, I didn't write the date. That is going to be on 12/2. Oops, wrong color. And then the total solar eclipse is on the 3rd. So you can kind of see how it's stacked, like literally stacked. Elements of the day. I'll write them on the side right here. So this is obviously going to be a big, huge W for water. This day, it's going to be water and fire, because it's the moon and Mars. Water, fire, and then new moon in Sagittarius, water, fire, and earth, because the moon is water and then Sagittarius is hard earth, fire. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do this. I think I want to circle it. Yeah. Let's use this pretty purple. Okay. And then this day is going to be 3. So I will write that out like this. Water, and then this is fire, earth. There's 2 zodiac signs that have 2 elements. Scorpio is fire, water, and then Sagittarius is fire, earth. And it's a big deal when they show up, because they have that dual element energy. All right. Cool. And that's how I chose my crystals for the week, actually. I've been intuitively doing crystal consultations for over 11 years for people. I used to work at a crystal shop in San Francisco, well-loved one, on Haight Street in San Francisco. And I would do consultations for people and recommendations for people. And so I got to know crystals very well. They actually emit a frequency that us as human beings, and mostly water, really can resonate or not resonate with. And it's kind of like meeting friends. And so I know and recognize crystals by their elemental energy and how they can help balance out an imbalanced energy field. So I already, like, even before I looked at this, I picked these stones out first, and then it just matched up anyway. I noticed for myself, that's something I can write down here as a thought. So, crystal self-care. Let's call it crystal self-care. I had to include, because there's so much high emotional water energy this week, I have to really remind myself to breathe. I don't have asthma, but I do get anxiety, and I have been susceptible to panic attacks in the past. I don't that much anymore because I meditate and I am much healthier. I make healthier choices as far as like stressful situations. Crystal self-care. So it's easier for me to know what I need to use in order to balance myself out. And for this week, I really needed to remember to breathe. So I chose, and what I'll be meditating with are exactly those crystals. But there were two elements that really stood out: air and earth. And then green for earth. Air because I need to remember to and then earth because I need to stay grounded regardless of whatever projected emotional energy people are throwing at me. I don't need to be receiving all that. I could just ground it into the earth, release it into the earth, because Mama Earth knows how to handle it and I don't. So I need to stay I'm going to write. I need to work on staying grounded. Grounded to people's emotional projections. That doesn't mean I'm taking it, I'm absorbing it, and then sending it to the ground. No. I'm going to use the pyrite to help deflect that, but any residuals from the main, waves of emotional toxic energy, those I can send to Mother Earth. To people's emotional projections. This weekend. If everybody just journaled like 2 sentences a day, the world would be so much better. Seriously. I have a guy friend that he used to work in the financial district here in San Francisco, and like he's a super dude, like jock and like super macho and everything, and I was trying to help him out of his toxic macho-ness. And so I told him to write like 2-3 sentences every day in like a little tiny little date book calendar thing from Daiso. And dude, he did it. And I think he still does it to this day. And all he does is just write, like, it turned into other things other than like how he felt at the end of the day. It was like gratitude. He started adding like doodles and like little sketches. And so I was really stoked that he started to do that. But I mean, for any guys that may be watching, please journal. Please. It's so good for you. It's so fun. You don't have to get all of, the accessories and everything, but even if it's just like sketching, do it. It's so good for you. Okay, and then I still have space here for anything else that I want to add. All right, so now I'm going to... Oh, also this is shungite. It's a really nice way to stay grounded and centered too. For me, I needed to stay focused. All right, so we're putting it in here. So it's gonna look like this. I didn't write a November or anything tab on here. It's just understood like this is November. The November tab I've already moved to the back for next year's November, so for November 2022. So open it, and then I'll have this. And there were 3 YouTube videos that I actually watched this week that I kind of want to give a shout out to. If you want to know more about the energies of this month and the energies this week, I wrote down notes because, yeah, a lot of people will probably be looking at this and going like, that's all she wrote. Oh no, y'all. Oh no. I got this sheet front and back. This is just from one day ago. I have this sheet front and back and this sheet front and back. Just from those 2 YouTube videos that I watched. The third one was Wee Moon, the newsletter. So the first YouTube video that I watched that will be really helpful that I'll recommend is the Total Solar Eclipse in Sagittarius, 4th December 2021 by Miss Pam Gregory. She's really, really great. I think she's in the UK, but I really love her energy and how grounded it is and how like straight to the point. It's not like a lot of tangents. It's not a lot of like superfluous opinion. It's just straight up, here's the transits. This is my interpretation. Let's go. Like, I love her style. And then I found the most amazing one called the weekly astrological weather for November 29th through December 5th at Astrology Hub. Astrology Hub has a podcast, and I think I used to subscribe to their newsletter back in the day. But this was an episode, or I guess podcast, featuring Anne Ortelee, who's a predictive astrologer, and Amanda Walsh, and who is the facilitator. And I was really, really upset and bummed at the end of the episode to find out that was the last one they were ever going to do. And they had been doing this for 2 years, like all through the pandemic. I probably wish that I had that as a resource, that I knew about it, but I just didn't. I was too busy working. So I'm kind of bummed that it's not going to continue, but if you'd like to watch it, it has a lot of really great energy. And then Anne Ortelee has her own podcast, kind of like a radio show of like 30 minutes where she goes over the cosmic weather for the week online on her website. So I'm going to be listening to that because I really like her style as well. Amanda Walsh has like some other episodes in the works with other astrologers coming up to continue the weekly astrological weather episodes. I'm just bummed because I really like them as a pair. Like, their energy was really great. So yeah, and then the Wee Moon newsletter. I wrote better on this page here. This is from the weekly astrological weather podcast with Pua and with Miss Anne. So what it says for today: Neptune turning direct. It's going to be emotional freaking times for you to go with the flow. Don't fight and resist the riptide. A key point, and a lot of other astrologers, including my astrologer friends, also repeated this: things will end, but life moves forward. And it doesn't have to be ominous. Like, it could also be just things are fulfilled, or contracts are completed, or circumstances have improved and now it's time for you to move on. It's like they use the example of Mary Poppins, how she was just like, I I was upset about it too when I was little. Like, the family got better and the kids were cool and the parents were cool, and then she leaves, like, just when it was getting good. It's like that. It's like she knew, like, when the wind changes, she got to go. And that's kind of like the energy that's happening, like, starting today and probably into the rest of December. Things will leave and then new things come in. And for you to kind of take this opportunity to look at the stirred up stuff that possibly happened during Thanksgiving, whether it's like meeting up with old friends that you haven't seen in a while, or maybe meeting up with relatives, that had something to say because, everybody was gone and separated for a year and a half. And then to help ease some of the bumpiness of this Neptune direct energy, especially in the first few days, trying to focus on inner peace, inner balance, managing your downloads from your ancestors, guides, and guardians through journaling, focusing on coziness of your space, music, especially like nostalgic music from the holidays, and comfort in fluid. So not drinking necessarily alcohol, but like hot cocoa or some really nice herbal hot teas with some lemon and some honey, or maybe some mulled spice cider. Like, that would be cool. And then this is emotional awareness and the tidal shift, kind of like how the tides shift from low tide to high tide. We about to be in some high tide, which kind of open energies up to celebrating unfinished dreams and to celebrate the winds of change, because they're here. So that was just what I got for the Neptune Direct from that podcast, from that YouTube episode. And I will be linking their videos in the description so that y'all can check it out. So thank you again so much for joining me for my first official spiritual plan with me in my spiritual elemental energy ascension planner / journal. May we all aspire to find energetic balance, especially this week, and connection to our own loving spirit and inner brightness today. Until next time, friends, and pause, everybody take care. Thank you so much. Bye.